Well, good morning again, everybody, and welcome to academic year 2022-2023, which is still startling for me to say because I feel like it's still like 92 or something, and when I was just 4 years old. All right, that's a lie. Each of you should have received 4 informational items yesterday as part of our Welcome to Fall 2022 message. Those informational items include the Academic Affairs AY 2021-2022 Annual Report, the Faculty Affairs and Development New Tenure Track Faculty Hires Booklet, an Internal Grants Reference Guide prepared by members of the Faculty Development Program, and a copy of a campus email sent on August 8 regarding new COVID guidelines. I see everybody in here is masked, so you maybe already have checked that out. Those of you who are joining us in person, not those of you joining us virtually, should also have a raffle ticket. And I have a cue here to draw the very first raffle ticket right now, except I don't know how that's working. Oh, Celissa has the magic box. We have great prizes this year. Free parking in President Morales' space, use of the company jet. Uh-oh, we have people who don't have tickets yet. All right, so here's what we're going to do, Celissa. We're going to postpone this drawing, and then we'll come back to it. All right, let's make sure everybody is good to go. Okay. I'd like to extend my thanks to President Morales and our divisional vice presidents for joining us today and for their leadership and support of our campus community. For those of you who are new to campus, let me go ahead and give a shout out to these folks and introduce them very briefly so that you're aware of who they are and you know who to bug if you have an issue that arises in their areas. First on my list is, of course, our president, President Tomas Morales. Next, I have Sam Sudhakar, the Vice President of Information Technology Services and Chief Information Officer, and Interim Vice President of Admin and Finance. There's another title that you have, I forgot what that is, but it's similar. All right. Jean Durr is not with us today. She's ill. I talked to her this morning. She's doing a lot better. She said she got some drugs, so she's feeling better. She's the Interim Vice President for Human Resources. We have Paz Olivares, who is our Vice President for Student Affairs. And I know he was here earlier. We had Robert Nava, who is our Vice President for University Advancement, and he's the one who's going to be wholly responsible for ensuring that we achieve our $200 million campaign goal this year. Just kidding, it's all of us, all of us. We also had to create an introductory slide for our next section this academic year due to several recent retirements and promotions. So please join me in welcoming the following folks. Our Interim Vice Provost and Co-Chief Diversity Officer, Kelly Campbell. Our Interim Associate Provost for Faculty Affairs and Development, Kevin Grisham. Our Interim Associate Vice President for Faculty Development and Chief Academic Technologies Officer, Brad Owen. Our new Dean of the Jack H. Brown College of Business and Public Administration, Tomas Gomez Arias. Dr. Gomez Arias began his new position on July 1, and he's still here. He brings with us nearly 2 decades of experience in higher ed. Most recently, he was Dean of the College of Business up at Cal State Stanislaus. So welcome to Dr. Gomez Arias. Interim Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Christina Hasija. Since we eluded that college to bring Kevin over to Faculty Affairs and Development, joining Dr. Hasija is Interim Associate Dean of SBS, Andrea Schepfer. We also have a new dean for the library, Rebecca Lubus. Dean Lubus officially started August 1, and she brings more than 25 years of experience as an academic library professional. Most recently, she was at Central Washington University, but she's not a stranger to this area, as she was the Associate Dean of Libraries for the Claremont Colleges for a number of years, so welcome home. As I think all of you know, Dean Tatiana Carminova, retired after wonderful years of service here as the Dean of the College of Extended and Global Education, and so her shoes were too big to fill with just one person. So we have two folks who are co-managing the College of Global and Extended Education. Dr. H.K.O. is the Interim Dean for Global Education, and Rose Wilson is the Interim Dean for Extended Education. Congratulations to both of them. As with prior years, priority efforts have been established for the Division of Academic Affairs for AY 2022-2023, and our priorities are many, but some of them include GI 2025. When I spoke to the new faculty yesterday, I think it was yesterday morning, Kevin nods, so it was yesterday morning. I told everyone what GI 2025 was. And for those of you who are returning faculty, you know what GI 2025 is and how important it is to our institutional and system mission. So we are going to continue our work to ensure that we remove impediments to timely graduation for students so that they can graduate at a pace that works for them. We also are going to be focused very intensely on closing equity gaps. And also we want to ensure workforce development for the state of California. So the GI 2025 is going to continue to be a focus of ours. Also, as President Morales mentioned in his convocation address, we are embarking on a new strategic planning process. And so that's going to be a focus of ours in academic affairs, and I invite everyone here to participate in that process. We are also going to be focused on internationalization and studies abroad to kind of not just rejuvenate or regain the ground that we lost over the pandemic years, but to really infuse our campus a little bit more with a culture of internationalization. I think many of the people in this room are part of the ACE iLab experience that we went through for the past 2.5 years that was headed by actually Dr. O and Dean Carminova, and we have a great roadmap for how we can have comprehensive internationalization on our campus, so I'm looking forward to that. We're also going to be focused on inclusive and innovative teaching, and finally, just in this short list of things that are going to be among our many priorities, we are going to invest more in faculty research and creative activities. As the President mentioned also in his convocation remarks, we have the distinction now of being ranked as a national university by virtue of our R2 status, and I think it is incumbent upon us to do all we can to ensure that what we do internally to support faculty research and creative activities reflects that designation. And so I can't tell you a lot right now, but the deans and I met yesterday, and we're working on a plan whereby, and you'll get more details soon, but we intend to roll out many opportunities for assigned time for the spring, specifically to support research and creative activities. So more details to come, but I thank my dean colleagues for their partnership in this endeavor. So more news to come. Moving on to the highlight of today's program, it is my pleasure to embark upon the introduction of our new tenure track faculty. This year we welcome more than 40 new faculty to our Coyote family. Each member will be introduced by their respective dean. The academic deans will also briefly share some major accomplishments from their colleges over the past academic year, and they will also acknowledge their recently promoted faculty. So we will begin with the College of Arts and Letters and Dean Ruiling Chuang, Dean of the College of Arts and Letters.
Thank you, Provost Muhammad. See, I try to steal his notes because he has best jokes. So, all right. So it's my great pleasure to talk a little bit about our college highlights first. And I just tried to match my talk with a PowerPoint, but maybe there's no PowerPoint yet. So we are giving specific script that we are supposed to follow. So we are only supposed to talk about 3 college highlights. And since I go first, so I think it's imperative that I don't go off the script, which sometimes I have penchant to go off the script. So I really want to talk about 25 college highlights, but I was only talking about 3. So the 3 college highlights that I would like to talk about, and I think that it really sort of kind of reinforced this idea of our college and also our university goal to be the anchor institution for our Inland Empire, and also illustrate that we are trying to be at forefront of innovation and try to continue to transform ourselves, and also be really, really embedded with our community that we serve. And so I think these 3 highlights that I would like to talk about that really sort of kind of really enhance this idea. So the first highlight I want to talk about is our new speech-language pathology program, which we're very, very excited about it. And this program helps serve the needs in our Inland Empire area, especially the need for speech pathologists. And so I want to thank my faculties, my English department's faculty, Sunny Hill, Dave Coulson, and then we have a new faculty which I will introduce, will continue to help us launch the speech-language pathology program. We now have the certificate and a minor program, and in a few years we'll launch the accredited master's degree program, which the speech pathology will need to have before they pursue their career. So that will be the first one. And the second one I would like to talk about, and that I'm also very proud of, is our motion graphic projects. Actually, it was spearheaded by our design faculty, especially Professor Taylor Moon. This is just her 2nd year. And she really worked very hard in terms of building up the community linkages. So she worked with Getty Museum and airline companies, such like airline companies, and also other health companies such as Health Nuts. So students in her design classes, they create motion graphic project. For example, for Getty Museum, their exhibition, so they turn their exhibition artwork into motion graphic, and some of the students, their artwork are actually featured in Getty Museum's, their magazines and newsletters. So I'm really proud of the students' project in doing the motion graphic project. And the third one I would like to talk about again is a great example of our student doing work for our San Bernardino community. So that is the Orchestra Education Project. So students in our music department, under Professor Lucy Lewis's leadership, the students are creating the orchestra educational video for the San Bernardino School District, for students who are interested in music and orchestra. So those are the 3 highlights I would like to talk about that sort of exemplify our continue to try to be innovative and also connect with our community that we serve. And now next, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our 10 new faculty that we hired this year. Again, I want to give a big shout out to my department chairs and also faculty who serve on the search committee. It was a lot of work, an arduous process, but I'm so happy that we have 10 very impressive new faculty coming on board. Again, due to the time, so I could only talk about their name and their rank and their department. So the first one I would like to introduce and recognize is, and I know Francis is here. So the first one is Francis Mendares. He's coming as assistant professor from the Department of Art and Design. Welcome, Francis. And the next one I would like to recognize is Meng Rong Yang. Okay, congratulations, Meng Rong, for being the new incoming assistant professor at the Department of Art and Design. And the third one that I would like to recognize is a professor, new incoming assistant professor at the English department, Taufik Adea Bayo. And the next one is Jonathan Robinson Anthony, who's also an assistant professor in English department for the speech pathology program. And I don't think Professor, okay, the next one. I know that Professor Deborah Torres, the new assistant professor in the Com Study department. Welcome aboard, Dr. Torres. This is from English, from the Communication Study Department. We also have another Communication Study Department new incoming assistant professor, Raisa. One second, I have notes here. Raisa Fernanda Alvarados, new assistant professor from Communication Study Department. And next is Robert Bishop for the Philosophy Department. And again, he's an assistant professor as well. And I don't think Ventu is here. Oh, Ventu, you're here, okay. Welcome on board. Okay. And the next is from the Music Department, new incoming assistant professor Martin Galvile from the Music Department. Welcome aboard, Martin. And last but not least, and I'm also very happy to report that this is our new first assistant professor for the PDC campus. So Sarah Dolman, our new assistant professors. Congratulations. And I would also like to recognize our 4 newly promoted professors. And these 4, they are all actually received early tenure and promotion. So first one I would like to recognize is Dr. Gretchen Berquest, Professor Gretchen Berquest from the Communication Study Department. I think she's probably joined the meeting through Zoom. And next, I know that Professor Nick Brecher is here. Congratulations, Nick Brecher, for your promotion to Associate Professor. And the next is Professor Caitlin Greasy. I know she tried to reach. Yeah, okay, yeah, you made it. You fought the traffic. You arrived on time. Congratulations. And last but not least, and she could not come here today because she had a doctor's appointment, Professor Leslie Lyton. She also received early tenure, promotion to associate professor. She's also the new interim chair. Again, a big shout out to professors who serve on the RPT committee and who spend a lot of time reading those FARs and provide excellent feedback and recommend promotion to our 4 excellent professors who receive early tenure promotion. And next is the raffle time. Is it time to draw the raffle? Okay. Good. First, does everybody all have a raffle ticket? Because I don't know if everybody. Okay. All right, the lucky winner is 149 367. 367? Yoo-hoo! Okay, all right. Ryan Keaton, you got it. All right, good. You're the lucky winner. All right, so next is my my great honor to introduce my new esteemed colleague, Dr. and the Dean Tomas Gomez-Arias, the new Dean of JHBC. And the word on the street is he's going to continue the tradition that he's going to underwrite all the expenses for other colleges. All right, all right.
Thank you, Ruling. I will get you back on that, get back to you on that. Happy to if we had the resources for it. But we are working, 200 million, they said, that we are getting sometime soon. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm really happy to be here in front of all of you. I guess I'm one of the things that happened to the college, but I didn't make it to the top 3. Actually, the top 3 things that, and there were lots and lots and lots, are some of our new programs. I'm going to mention the new Stater Brothers Bachelor in Administration completion program that we just launched. It's the first of its kind in the CSU. The first time we have a sponsored degree program of this nature, and it can be a model for other programs. Our Masters in Logistics and E-commerce, really important to increase the qualification of our workforce in the region. And our Masters in Cybersecurity and Analytics that really plays to some of the strengths we have as a campus. A second highlight is the first ever report on the state of entrepreneurship in the Inland Empire to bring the voice of local entrepreneurs to those who need to hear it most, local and state policymakers, community organizations, lenders, and other resource providers. And we intend to make this a regular report, not just a one-off. And the last highlight I have, and this is one of the things that really attracted me to the Jack H. Brown College of Business and Public Administration. And it's related to our cybersecurity program. We are the only College of Business and Public Administration that has something like this. We are the first university to join a new program by the US Space Force's Space Command System, the SSC, and the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory, the PNNL, designed to grow the cybersecurity workforce to build stronger, more flexible, and secure space systems. The Cyber Halo Innovation Research Program, or CHIRP, provides students a direct 2-year pathway to a cybersecurity career at the Space Force Command Center or their industry partners. And now I would like to recognize our new faculty, and please, if you are here, stand up when I mention your name. Dr. Tian Tian is our new assistant professor in accounting, and she's over there. Welcome, Tian Tian. Dr. Pei Yi Jia, she's assistant professor of entrepreneurship, and she's on the other side, over there. Welcome, Pei Yi. El Dr. Ezequiel Bonillas is joining us also as Assistant Professor of Entrepreneurship, and I don't see him here today. But we can clap. We can clap for him. Dr. Ahmed El Noshotaki is Assistant Professor of Information Decision Sciences, and I don't see him here. He's probably online, so we can clap for him. Dr. Michelle Russen is an assistant professor in the marketing department in hospitality management. She's based in the Palm Desert campus, so I imagine she's seeing us from there, joining us from the Palm Desert campus. And Dr. Robert Stokes is joining us as professor and department chair in public administration, right here. Welcome, Bob. And also please join me congratulating our recently promoted faculty. Asia Hamouda El Hafsi has been promoted to associate professor. I don't know if Asia is here. She's not. As well as Dr. Sharon Pierce, who has also been promoted to associate professor. And Professor Winifred Scott got tenure. And is she here, Winifred? No? All right, we can. But she deserves a round of applause. And I think I'm supposed to be an innocent hand for once and pick up a number. Not looking. Let's see. It says Office Depot. Okay, the other side. 149307. There, we have a winner. Congratulations. And what do they win? A $50 gift card. All right, that's good. Not bad for showing up. And now I would like to introduce my colleague, Dr. Chinaka Domnachukwu, Dean of the how are you going to do it? The Watson and Rodriguez Watson College of Education? You'll figure it out.
Tomas, I got it together. It is the James R. Watson and Judy Rodriguez Watson College of Education. Come on, come on. And I'm going to say welcome everybody back from your vacations, and it's good seeing you all. It's exciting to start this academic year for the College of Education with these highlights. And the first, as you can see, is in reference to the naming of our college. Jim and Judy have been long-term supporters of the university, and especially the College of Education. And the $8.4 million generous contribution that they made is a result of many years of investment by our president and other leaders, both at the university level and at the college level. So please give our president and the team a round of applause. And just to mention briefly, two of the items that this gift will fund include the first endowed chairs in the College of Education. So we're hoping that the time the money finally all makes it here, we would have 2 endowed chairs in the College of Education, and I think faculty should be excited that we'll have that for the first time. And also, another important project that this gift will fund is what we call the STEM Exploratorium, which will be the first of its kind STEM lab in any College of Education that we know. It will be a place where our teachers will have practical hands-on preparation for teaching STEM subjects in the K-12 settings, as well as bring K-12 students from the community to come and have an experiential engagement with the STEM disciplines. We're hoping to launch the beginning phase of that engagement starting this fall. The second, so before I go to the second item, I would like to invite all of you to the unveiling of the new name for the college, which is going to be on November 1st. I think it's supposed to be a Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday, November 1st. So if you can join us, that would be appreciated. The second item I would like to highlight is last year we launched our inaugural Educational Leadership Summit. This summit brings together the regional leaders in education to discuss issues of importance to us, especially issues that affect college-going K-12 experiences and higher education issues in the Inland Empire. We had this inaugural conference last year, and we had the privilege of having the California State Superintendent of Public Schools as the keynote speaker. This year, this conference is going to hold the next day after the unveiling of our building. It's going to be at the new Student Center North Conference Center, and it's going to be November 2nd. It's an all-day event that will culminate with an evening gala where we're going to be recognizing a group of accomplished educators in the region. And the last thing I would like to mention is Project Impact. As the pandemic was hitting in early 2020, the College of Education was launching a new initiative to recruit and train African American and Hispanic males for the K-12 setting. Studies have shown that this is a population that is underrepresented in the K-12 system, and studies have also linked the school-to-prison pipeline to the absence of especially the black males in the K-12 system. Studies have also shown that when a black child, especially the boys, have a black teacher in the first 5 years of school, their likelihood to finish high school and go to college increases significantly. So our college decided to do something to engage this task and not just talk about it. So we launched Project Impact, which is a program that recruits, trains, deploys, and mentors long-term these male teachers who are of African American and Hispanic ancestry to go into the K-12 system. So this program has launched and has been successful. So last year, we were able to graduate the first set of students who have finished this program and are now teaching in the area public schools. And this fall, we are bringing in 30 men who have already gone through orientation, who are going to be able to continue this program. It is remarkable because with the 30 that we have for this fall, and we're still going to admit another set for the spring. So we are seeing an exponential growth in this undertaking, and we have a lot of collaboration from the two offices of education in the county, both Riverside and San Bernardino. We have other educational partners. The growing achievement, Growing Inland Achievement is a nonprofit with Dr. Carlos Ayala, who has been a very staunch supporter of this project. So we have made a lot of progress. We are going to build on that progress. And if you know any black man whom you think can be a teacher, tell them to join us here, Hispanic male. And one of the things we're doing is trying to make sure that they go through this program at no cost to themselves. So we're working hard to raise support to help them have tuition-free experience. At this point, let me go ahead and now introduce our new faculty who are joining the College of Education. The first person I would like to introduce is Dr. Carmen Beck. Dr. Carmen Beck is not new to Cal State San Bernardino. She's been a lecturer with us, but she's coming in as a tenure track faculty. in the Department of Educational Leadership and Technology. Thank you, Dr. Beck. The second person I would like to introduce is Dr. Angie Stone McDonald. Angie, as she likes to be called, is coming in as professor and chair of the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation. And she's coming all the way from Boston. Thank you, Angie, for joining us. Dr. Jonathan Hall, assistant professor for the Department of Teacher Education and Foundation. Dr. Yewan Song, assistant professor, Department of Teacher Education and Foundations. Dr. Jody Solsona Pugh, assistant professor, Department of Teacher Education and Foundation. So I want to welcome these new faculty members that have joined us, but I also want to recognize two individuals. We have Dr. Sue Kaiser, who is joining us as a full-time lecturer in the Department of Educational Leadership and Foundation. And let me give a shout out to two individuals who have stepped up to serve in the college as department chairs. Dr. Lasisi Ajayi served for 3 years as interim department chair for teacher education and foundations, but has now become the regular department chair. And Dr. Joseph Scasella also, who has served as interim department chair of Educational Leadership and Foundation. Dr. Scasella, is an honor to have you now as a regular department chair. And last, let me recognize our faculty members who were promoted in the last academic year. Dr. Nancy Acevedo Gill is with the doctoral studies program in our college. She was promoted from associate professor to full professor. Dr. Justine De Arrigo Patrick from the Department of Special Education, Rehabilitation, and Counseling was promoted from assistant professor to associate professor. Dr. Edwin Hernandez, Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Counseling, was also promoted from assistant professor to associate professor and awarded a tenure. Actually, Dr. Arrigo was also awarded a tenure. So please give them a round of applause. Dr. Becky Sumbera, Department of Teacher Education and Foundation, also serves as an assistant dean, was promoted from assistant professor to associate professor and awarded tenure. Let's give a round of applause to Dr. And lastly, Dr. Priyanka Yalamanchile of the Department of Special Education, Rehabilitation, and Counseling was promoted from assistant professor to associate professor and awarded a tenure. Let's give these faculty members a round of applause. Okay, I reserved all the jokes for Sastry because he's coming next. So I'll just do the raffle, and Sastry, don't disappoint us. The winner is 149394. 394. And now it's my honor to invite my colleague, Dr. Sastry Pantula, Dean of Natural Sciences. Please.
Thank you, Chinaka. Chinaka has been a wonderful colleague and a partner in STEM education events. So I really appreciate working with him. And also I was told not to tell any jokes, so no jokes. I am very pleased to share a few highlights about our college. Our college is committed to, as you know, striving for excellence, enhancing diversity, and fostering harmony. We are committed to our student, faculty, staff, and alumni success. So in terms of student success, we are very proud to have created a Science Success Center that is funded by the Department of Education. It is a one-stop shop for a cohort of STEM students to receive advising and care in addition to what every student receives centrally. It's an experiment to see if the 1 to 150 advisors to student ratio, providing individual development plans and undergraduate research and internship experiences have a significant impact on our low income, our Hispanic, and our STEM students. For example, out of the 800 students that are coming in, 200 of them are selected to be part of the Science Success Center this year. So it's only a small cohort of students that go through the Science Success Center. We're also investing in infrastructure through our anatomy and physiology lab, brand new equipment through grants, VETI, lottery, and HERF funds, and looking forward to renovating our tennis and pickleball courts and our greenhouse. And maybe even raise funds for a new interdisciplinary science lab building, for which we are almost done with the feasibility study this year. Finally, we are proud of our faculty not only receiving over $5 million in grants last year, we are proud of Eric Malchiore, who received the University Award for Research Excellence. So with that, let me welcome our new faculty. We have 11 new tenure-track faculty who are joining our college today. So as I call your name, if you are here and are able to stand, please stand and be recognized. Anna Zelaya, Assistant Professor, Biology. Ada Contreras, Assistant Professor, Biology. Candice Bijoli, Assistant Professor, Geological Sciences. Susana Henriquez, Assistant Professor, Geological Sciences. Therese Tolar Peterson, Department Chair, Health Science and Human Ecology. Swatantra Swat Kethi Reddy, Assistant Professor, Health Science and Human Ecology. Gabrielle Elvin, Assistant Professor, Mathematics. Jia Yu, Department Chair, Nursing. Shante Renee Gregg, Associate Professor, Nursing. Justin Schneider, Assistant Professor, Nursing. So please welcome all of them. So let us now congratulate our faculty who have been promoted and tenured this year in our college. First, 3 faculty are promoted to full professors, and they are Don Blue, nursing; Guillermo Escalante, kinesiology; Pintusorn Patayakorn, nursing. She also received the tenure. Finally, faculty who are promoted to associate professor with tenure: Zhaojing Chen, kinesiology; Christopher Hill, kinesiology; Neil Malik, health science and human ecology; Salome Michigani, health science and human ecology; Fadi Muhedat, computer science and engineering; Wagner Prado, kinesiology; Sang-uk Wee, kinesiology. Congratulations to all of them. Now let me draw a raffle to see who the next lucky person is. One, 4, 9, 3, 1, 5. Congratulations again. So now it's my distinct honor to introduce my really good friend, Dean Rafiq Mohammed. Oops, they forgot to edit my script. I have to talk to the script writer. It is my pleasure to welcome the Interim Dean of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Christina Hasija.
Thank you, Sastry. I was a little taken aback when you already determined us to be good friends, but hopefully that will be to follow. So I am so excited to be here today and to welcome all of you and to be serving as the interim dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. There were so many accomplishments, some of which I wasn't even aware of as a member of our college, that it was hard to kind of identify our 3 highlights to share today. But I was able to narrow it down. So our first accomplishment is that I am thrilled to announce that this will be the inaugural year for our 11th and newest department, the Department of Ethnic Studies, which is being chaired, yes, very exciting, long time in the works. And the Department of Ethnic Studies is being led by the one and only Dr. Tom Long this year. And it will offer a Bachelor's of Arts in Ethnic Studies with concentrations in the fields of African American, Asian American, Latinx, and Native American studies. And I just want to thank Dr. Long for his service, as well as our ethnic studies faculty, Dr. Harim Khan, Dr. Diana Johnson, and our new faculty that I'll be introducing in a moment, Dr. Aaron Brown and Shada Akabarian. So looking forward to seeing all that develops in this new department this year. Our second highlight is I am incredibly proud to announce that the School of Social Work will be launching a Bachelor's of Social Work program at our Palm Desert campus. so incredibly proud of my colleagues in social work, and I know that this hasn't been an easy undertaking, but they are welcoming their incoming cohort of 25 junior undergraduates this fall. And again, I'm looking forward to supporting their program and seeing their student success. And of course, this meets an important need of the Coachella Valley of having more exceptional qualified mental health providers, which is near and dear to me. So congratulations to the hard work of their chair, Dr. Carolyn McAllister, their program coordinator, Dr. Deirdre Landeskog, Dr. Anissa Rogers, and Rachel Allenson over at PDC. Very excited and thrilled for this new program. And finally, most impressively, I think, or not most impressively, but very impressively, I wanted to share with you that I'm incredibly proud of our faculty, our SBS faculty, PIs, co-PIs, and other grant contributors. Their work last year led to the submission of grants totaling in the amount of $14.7 million, and yeah, just that in of itself. The work that goes into a grant is what really should be celebrated sometimes. But they were awarded $7.2 million in external grant awards last academic year, and I know there are a few more that I learned of this summer that are not included in that total, and it's just really impressive. And of course, the work of everybody that's involved in the grant process, leads to cutting-edge research, opportunities for our students, and of course, community engagement. So congratulations to all of those faculty that contributed to those efforts and received grant awards last year. Okay, so with that said, I will move forward to welcoming the new faculty for the college. First, I would like to introduce, and please stand when I say your name, I would like to introduce Dr. Kerting Chen, who will be a new assistant professor in the Department of Child Development. Welcome. Next, I would like to introduce our two new faculty to the Department of Economics. Dr. Teresa Perry, new incoming assistant professor. Not sure if she's here. Okay. Dr. Dohan Sindel, new incoming assistant professor for the Department of Economics. No? They're wonderful. I had the pleasure of sitting with them yesterday at lunch. I must say, just as an aside, after attending the new faculty orientation, we have a really incredible, talented, and diverse group of incoming faculty, and I'm really looking forward to getting to meet and know all of them. Next, as I kind of already mentioned earlier, but just to formally introduce, Dr. Aaron Brown, incoming assistant professor of the Department of Ethnic Studies. Aaron, are you here? I guess we gotta get the notice out. Okay, next we have a visiting professor of the horror scholar in residence from the Department of History, Dr. Alexandra Shizek. She is not here today, but she'll be around later this evening, but welcome, Dr. Shizek. Next, we have Dr. Thora Gialuri from the Department of Political Science, incoming assistant professor. And next, we have Dr. Nicholas Brunet, associate professor of the Department of Psychology. Dr. Nicole Arcady from the Department of Social Work, incoming assistant professor. Dr. Eric Schott Assistant Professor of Social Work. Okay, next, Dr. Ethel Mickey, Assistant Professor of Sociology. Dr. Jamie O'Quinn, Assistant Professor of Sociology, welcome. And I have a couple other introductions I'd like to make. We have a few other incoming full-time lecturers. They're not necessarily new, but new to their roles. I'd like to welcome Dr. Sherry Coulson from the Department of Psychology, our new full-time lecturer. I saw her earlier from far away. There you go, hello. And Dr. Erin Alderson, also a new full-time lecturer for the Department of Psychology. Not sure if Erin's here today. And Dr. Dina Ali from the Department of Sociology, another incoming full-time lecturer. And last but certainly not least, we have one additional visiting professor for the Department of Ethnic Studies, Dr. Shahida Akbarian. Are you here? Okay. All right, well, welcome everybody, and I'm really looking forward to getting to work with you and over the upcoming year. So finally, I would like to recognize our recently promoted faculty. Promoted to the professor rank, Dr. Brett Goforth from the Department of Geography. Dr. Jeremy Murray from the Department of History. And Dr. Teresa Velasquez from the Department of Anthropology. And promoted to the rank of Associate Professor, we have Dr. Rigaud Joseph from the Department of Social Work. Dr. Deirdre Lanisog from the Department of Social Work. Dr. Maria Santos from the Department of Psychology. Dr. Paloma Villegas from the Department of Sociology. Dr. Leslie Amadeo from the Department of Psychology. And Dr. Brittany Bloodhart from the Department of Psychology. Congratulations to you all, and we are so lucky to have you on faculty in SBS. And I will now participate in the raffle, and I'll have you all know this is the closest I've ever gotten to winning during my whole time at CSUSB. So at least I'll know what it's like to have a number read. Okay, so number 149311. All right, Mark! Mark Robinson.
Thank you, Christina. Mark, you're just winning all, it's like you're lucky. I just want some of that luck to rub off on me. I was sitting here paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and give a spirit award to the Kinesiology group, because they represented strong. I saw Guillermo just scuttle out of here, but you all, hey, something's happening here. I'm stuck. You all represented, so congratulations. The award comes with nothing other than recognition, so my apologies. Although we do have a raffle prize that's unaccounted for. We might just throw that one out there to y'all. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, anyway, congratulations to all of the wonderful accomplishments in the colleges. I'm proud of all the work that all of you do and all of our faculty do, and it's always great to hear these recognitions. As I mentioned earlier, or did I mention earlier, we have a new dean for the library, Dean Rebecca Lubus, and she is going to offer a special welcome to our 2 new librarian faculty members. And welcome to our new library dean.
Thank you so much. So it's my great pleasure to be here and to have the privilege of leading such a dedicated and collaborative library team. They did wonderful work during the challenges of these last couple of years, providing for CSUSB students who are now our students, and also partnering with very vital collaborators throughout campus, such as our IT department, in providing technology for our students throughout the pandemic. So thank you for that. So today I would like to recognize two new librarians that I am hoping are going to be an important part of our team to propel us forward into the future. So the first is Shauna Higgins, who's our Access Services librarian. And the other is Isabel Guzman, who is, I would like to point out, a CSUSB graduate herself. So, Coyote coming home. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you over in FAO very soon.
We are right on time. Thank you, Dean Lubus, and welcome to our new librarians. I'd also like to acknowledge and congratulate members of the Faculty Senate Committee, led by our new Faculty Senate Chair, Dr. Claudia Davis. Thank you for being here, Dr. Davis, and I look forward to partnering with you in the year to come. And let's see, congratulations are also in order to, for members of the California Faculty Association, whose virtual retreat is being held right after this, so I encourage all of you to participate in that. And it is led this year by the CFA president, Ron Chen. So congratulations to Dr. Chen and everybody else who's serving in CFA leadership this year. We have one more raffle. We have two, technically, right? So let's go ahead and do both of these. Why don't we, Dr. Davis, would you pull the winner here? And you're probably eligible to win too, so if you pull your own number, I get it. No, there's no fraud?
Yeah, there's no fraud. Thank you so much. All right, the number is 149299. 149299. All right. Woo-hoo. Oh, there we go.
All right, thank you. Sorry, leadership in colleges aren't, they're not eligible, so Stacy, you're gonna have to give that back. Just kidding. Okay, so here we are. We have one last raffle prize. And this is our sort of, we have two more? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna pick it, and you have to trust that, here we go. You have to trust that I can read without my glasses on. 149318. All right. All right, this is the grand prize right here, is a box. In this box is some wrapping material to stop the 2 bottles of wine and coffee from moving around. And I will say, I brought this coffee back with me from Jamaica. It's Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. And I didn't even charge the university for it because it's not that big of a bag. Okay, so here we go. Oh, wait, me. The winner is not Monty. 149401. All right, winner, chicken dinner. All right, and everyone else, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game that matters, so, all right. But seriously, first, before we all charge out of here, I'd like to thank all the tech folks and everybody else who helped bring this together, the provost office staff, and everyone else for making all of this possible. I'd like to thank all of you who made it here in person and everybody who joined us virtually for being here today. And I'm looking forward to a really great academic year. I look forward to incredible partnerships, to building new relationships, and everything else. And once again, I will plug the reception. The president reached into his pockets, deep down into his pockets, past the lint, past the lost buttons, and pulled out lots of cash to make sure we had top flight wine and food and beer for today's reception. So thank you, President Morales, for making that happen. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you later at 4 o'clock. Take care. Have a great year.